How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and today we're trying something different. So, as of late, I've sort of noticed that this is a common trend among a lot of strategy gaming channels. So basically what they're doing is they're setting up these little scenarios where, 10,000 swordsmen versus 10,000 archers, or what have you. And apparently people actually watch this garbage. Now, that's personally my opinion, because I would never watch stuff like this. And usually I try to make videos that I myself would watch. I know it might be a little bit hard for some of you to believe that, but yes, that has generally been my driving philosophy, I guess you could say, behind a lot of the videos I make. So this idea here of watching somebody set up a scenario and then just watch a dozen, 2 dozen, 5 dozen, however many troops you end up putting on the battlefield, just fight each other until one side wins. And apparently this is considered entertaining. And I've seen these can drag on for as long as like 20 minutes. I don't understand it. But here's the thing, we're going to do this little test here. So in this video, I have a setup of 200 spider warriors versus, let's see here, I think it's 200 pigmen. Still setting it up, as you can see. It's, I'm a little bit rusty at it, but at the moment I'm plowing through some spider warriors there. Yeah, but we're going to see how this works out. So if people really like this kind of content, especially can it be applied to a game like Don't Starve? I think that's the bigger thing, because why would I go out and do what was that? What is that Warhammer game by Creative Assembly? I forget. I can't believe I forget it. But anyway, you get the point. All of those games have been done to death already. So I have to do a different game to death. I have to be somewhat a little bit more original. Even though, to be honest, you know, at the rate I'm seeing these channels, it's like every single strategy channel does it. So at that point, you know, maybe I should just do it as well. Maybe all people want to see on YouTube for strategy gaming channels is basically just 10,000 swordsmen versus 10,000 archers, reiterated in 100 different combinations that are slightly different from one another, that each video lasts 20 minutes long. And usually the host of the entire spectacle doesn't say much of anything either, which is what really baffles me, as though why people find it interesting. Because my content, in addition to it being stuff I'd watch, I try to make it where it's driven by the audio. The idea behind this is, even if you don't have time to watch it, you could still listen to it in the background while you're doing something, and you would come away with more information about whatever the subject is that I'm talking about. And so that's another reason I don't understand a lot of these setups here, is a lot of the time what I'm seeing is the person who hosts it just pretty much walks away from the screen and then comes back 10 minutes later and says, yeah, well, we're done. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And apparently people do that. So, you know, there comes a point where you have to sort of be realistic and understand that if you actually plan on influencing the world for good, you need to attract a crowd. And apparently the crowd wants to see this stuff, I guess. So this shouldn't be directed at you, the viewer. If you like this stuff, fair enough. You know, I just don't. I don't understand it. But if you like it, there's really no reason you shouldn't. Although I would personally advise against it, I guess, because I don't think it adds a whole lot to the conversation. But we'll just see how this video goes. So here we have all of the pigmen beating up all of the spider warriors, and they're winning. As you can see, spider warriors pretty much are like, or pigmen pretty much outnumber the spider warriors 2 to 1 at this point. And I was using some rocks to sort of contain it into a battlefield. Could be improved, obviously. Thinking, especially with troops that naturally aggro onto the player, might want to modify the bush hat or something, so that way I can walk around with it and they still won't aggro onto me necessarily. Because I tried some scenarios with hounds, and what usually ended up happening was that when I would be standing around the place, the hounds would just chase me instead of fight the other creatures. Like spiders versus hounds, the hounds wanted to fight me, not the spiders. So then the spiders continually ragged on the hounds, and it was just a mess. I didn't feel like it was a fair. I didn't feel it gave the hounds a fair shake. Yeah, but this is 200 spider warriors versus 200 pigmen. It's a bit of a test that I'm running here, because I keep trying new things. I think at this level, this is a good time to try new things, because we sort of have a bit of an audience here, but at the same time, if I completely bomb, it's not going to matter much as compared to when the channel is potentially bigger. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I think all the spider warriors are dead at this point. And then you'll see me check the console log and see how many pigmen are left. Like I type in the pigmen, and then it pops it up there in the console log, and you can see it's like 121 or something. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, as always, and hope to see you next time.